Hello everybody. So far, almost all areas and individuals targeted in recent military operations against the Islamic Republic have belonged to the faction commonly known as Islamic hardliners or fundamentalists within the Islamic Republic. But one crucial point must be stated clearly. Achieving freedom and a secular democracy in Iran requires the complete collapse of the entire system which is known as the Islamic Republic. All the hardliners, fundamentalists, and the so-called reformists. The reformists have never been a real alternative to take the power. They function as the regime's soft security apparatus. In every major episode of violence over the past almost 5 decades, from the executions from the very first moment of taking power by the Islamic Republic, up to the 2019 protests and the mass uprising, up to the recent national revolution called as Lion and Sun Revolution, the role of the reformist faction has been visible. Some well-known and key figures of this faction are as follows. Houshmand-Rahimi, former president of Iran, former secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, member of the Expediency Council. Ali Larijani, former speaker and former head of the Islamic Republic Parliament, head of the Supreme National Security Council, member of the Expediency Council. Sadiq Larijani, former head of the judiciary system, chairman of the Expediency Council, member of the Guardian Council. Ghulam Hossein Mohseni Ejei, current head of the judiciary system, former prosecutor general, former minister of intelligence services. Majid Ansari, former vice president for parliamentary affairs, member of the Expediency Council. Hassan Khomeini, custodian of the Khomeini Mausoleum, elected but not approved member of the Assembly of Experts. Mohammad Baqir Ghalibaf, speaker and head of the Islamic Republic Parliament, former chief of police. Mohammad Khatami, former president of Iran. Mir Hossein Mousavi, former prime minister of Iran, head of the Academy of Arts. He is the prime minister that the massacre of 1980s happened under his governing. Mehdi Karoubi, former head of the Islamic Republic Parliament, secretary general of the National Trust Party. Muhammad Ali Abtahi, former vice president for parliamentary affairs, former chief of staff to the president. Saeed Hajarian, former Tehran City Council member, political advisor during the reform era, a leading theorist and political strategist of the reformist movement. Masoud Pezeshkian, former minister of health and the current President of the Islamic Republic. Mohammad Javad Zarif, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, former Ambassador of the Islamic Republic in the United Nations, the great apologist for the Islamic Republic. Mustafa Tajzadeh, former Deputy Minister of Interior for Political Affairs. Ishaq Jahangiri, former First Vice President, former Minister of Industries. Mohsen Hashemi Rafsanjani, former Chairman of Tehran City Council, former CEO of Tehran Underground. Faizeh Hashemi Rafsanjani, former Member of Parliament, the so-called media and civil society figure. Shahin Dokht Mollaverdi, former Vice President for Women and Family Affairs, the one who whitewashes the violation of women's rights under the Islamic Republic. If dismantling the Islamic Republic is truly the aim, why are reformist power structures consistently excluded from pressure and accountability? Why does the reformist network remain intact despite its central role in sustaining this regime? In other words, if the Islamic Republic must fall, why are the reformists always off limits? Who is protecting them and why? Long live Iran, Javid Shah.